What is up, everybody? This is Kez Got Game. I got my cousin here, my uncle,
Yep.
Uncle K, Uncle KB. Um, Today, we're gonna start with the week two predictions. Last time we covered week one. Starting off, we got the Lions and Bills on Thursday Night Football. What y'all think?
Um, Honestly, I mean, both teams are coming in looking a little bit different. I think I'm gonna go with the Lions 34-28. I think Josh Allen's gonna, not even just Josh Allen, but the team's gonna get used to their new pieces. I think they're gonna hit a stride by week 4, but I think to start off they're gonna be a little shaky.
So you think they start off 0-2 because we had them losing to the Texans week one.
Yeah.
You got the
I
Bills.
think that
Bills losing to the Texans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in
Week
Houston.
one. Okay. I agree with that one. Because Houston's defense is gonna be tough. So
Yeah.
I could see them losing the first week, especially since the Bills have a new head coach.
Yeah.
It's gonna take him a little while to get his get them rolling.
Mhm.
Towards the way they would typically towards the end of the season. So first few weeks, this is gonna be rough for them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might. I think I agree. I think the Bills do start 0-2. Take the Lions 38-31.
Yeah, it could be a shootout.
Yeah, I think. Because Detroit. I mean, have they picked up a lot of players during the offseason?
Uh,
I mean,
Not,
they haven't done too much. I mean,
they
honestly,
haven't really had to.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting back Kirby Joseph. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
and
one of the
I
biggest-
haven't really seen the Bills do as much either, other than get that
Yeah, they
wide
got
receiver.
DJ Moore, yeah.
And obviously change the head coach. So,
Mhm.
but even though the head coach he was the offensive coordinator already anyway, so he's probably going to be using somewhat the same system,
Yeah.
at least offensively, but defensively it'll be a little bit different, I'm assuming. But Detroit's hot. Detroit's going to be coming. They're going to be scoring.
Yep.
Bills is going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Texans defense, we got the Bengals going to Houston. That's gonna be tough
Yeah.
because we know how Burrow tends to start out the year. He tends to start off slow, and if he does that this year against that tough Texans defense, I have the Texans winning 24-14.
Honestly, even if Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow, I think that Texans defense is so dynamic. They have probably the best defensive line in football, definitely top 3, with also an elite secondary and good linebackers. Like, I think especially with the Bengals' old line, I just don't think that they can hold Houston. I'll go Houston 31 to, I'll say 31-14. The Bengals still have talent to score, but that defense is too good. And I'm predicting a defensive touchdown from Houston.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna probably pick the Bengals to win that game. I think the Bengals with Burrow back, them having Chase and Higgins, hopefully a healthy Higgins after being injured last season. Um, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it together, and they know they have to start off strong.
Yeah.
Because in their last 3-4 seasons, they've always started off pretty slow. They know they got to keep Burrow up. That offensive line is probably going to have some issues with Houston, but I don't think Houston can score enough to keep up with the Bengals offense.
Well, I mean it's not gonna be that hard with the Bengals defense.
Bengals defense, yes, that's their weak
Dexter
spot.
Lawrence
That's
is
definitely
French.
their
I
weak
do
spot.
think it improves though.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
I believe it. I definitely believe it improved. I
And-
just don't know if it was enough.
Enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the way we saw Houston,
I think C.J. Stroud should have a better year too because
Mhm.
Tank Dell I think will be back.
Hopefully.
but
I think we'll be back early actually.
He will be.
because he's questionable right now.
I don't know. I lost a lot of respect for Stroud. Just QB wise, I don't know. I just too many turnovers. But like you said, Bengals defense has been their weak spot too. So, but I think they're gonna be a lot better this year. I know the coach. I feel like the coach knows that he's on the hot seat. So he has to start
Yeah,
strong,
he definitely
and he
should've been
knows
gone.
that the defense has been their major issue. So. I think offensively they're gonna score. They're gonna score touchdowns. It's just I don't know if Houston can keep up with that.
And it honestly sucks because I think the Bengals can make the playoffs this year, but if they do make the playoffs, he doesn't get fired, and I do think that he needs to be gone.
Yeah,
Zach Taylor.
He
Yeah.
Yeah.
he should have been gone.
Next up, got the Packers going to New York. I got the Packers winning 31-10.
Packers Jets. Gonna be a whole lot of Packers. Give me the Packers 38-3. I think I think it's gonna be a blowout.
Nah.
That Jets offense is abysmal.
Yeah, no, definitely going with the Packers on that one too. I guess
Which they said Mike won't be
28-14.
back till midseason. It doesn't matter in this game.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
game won't matter.
Yeah. Jets. I mean, they've done a lot this offseason, but yeah, there's no way they can.
Matter of
keep up
fact, I
with
take it
Packers.
back. 38-10. They have some pieces. Their O line is just horrible, so Brees Hall can't get it going. I like their receiver room
Actually got worse. They lost Elijah
Um,
Barrett Tuck.
for sure. No, I know. I'm not saying their O line got better,
Oh.
but their receiver room, like they got Omar Cooper Jr. Obviously,
better.
Garrett. Like they got some pieces.
Yeah, they picked up
It's
some
just
pieces
they're-
this
Someone
offseason.
throwing the wall.
Yeah, they have the O line of their terrible O line, and who knows? Maybe we see first year Seattle Geno Smith.
Who's their?
I doubt it.
Oh yeah,
Geno-
Geno Smith. That's the QB. I was about to ask, who is their QB? Yeah, it's still not
Geno
gonna be
Smith.
enough. Jets are gonna struggle again.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
hands down.
Next up, we got the Vikings going to Chicago. It should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean division games are always hit or miss.
And I do think the Bears won't be as good as they were last year.
Me too.
I do still think they can make playoffs, but what they did last year, it wasn't sustainable. They had all these crazy fourth quarter
Yeah,
theatrics.
comebacks. Yeah, it's
They led the league in interceptions. Like none of that is sustainable year to year.
yep.
But I do still think they win this game. I'll say 24-20.
Yeah, Minnesota. I mean, we don't even know yet who's gonna be the starting QB.
I think it's Kyler.
If it's JJ McCarthy over Kyler
Well,
Murray,
it shouldn't be JJ
I
McCarthy,
wouldn't.
but
I just won't turn on the game.
honestly, I mean, the offense is not bad. It's just the QB's the major question. So, but I mean, I don't think Chicago can do what they did last year again. So this one, for me, I feel like it's a toss-up. I think Minnesota has a shot they can win this game. If Murray comes out playing a decent game, they definitely have the weapons. Their coach is a offensive mind coach. Like he can scheme up anything.
They still
So
have Flores too.
yeah,
Yep.
and Flores is as their defensive coordinator. So you know they're gonna be attacking defensively,
Yep.
blitzing as much as possible. So you know Williams, you get in his face, he's gonna make some mistakes,
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
in the beginning of the season too. So I can easily see Minnesota winning that game like 21-14.
Really, this game can go either way. I think I'll go Bears just because we don't know how Kyler's going to look in that offense, and obviously he's new to the offense. So I'll go Bears 27-21. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a good game. If J.J. McCarthy's playing in that game, give me the Bears 50-0.
I think if we see J.J. McCarthy get announced as the starting quarterback, it'll be that notification, and then about 5 minutes later, we'll see the Justin Jefferson trade request notification.
Oh, for sure. I don't even know why he got drafted that high, but
Yeah, I mean I can't see JJ McCarthy winning that out, especially if Murray stays healthy.
yeah.
I mean, to me, I felt like he's at least an average QB.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so if he can stay healthy and he's on the field, and you give him a good team, because the team he came from, Arizona, has been trash every year.
Yeah,
So putting him on a team that got all these weapons,
Mm,
he has a shot.
yeah, it's kind of hard, like, not to succeed in that offense.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know how just Aiden McCarthy is that bad.
I mean, you
Yeah.
had Sam Darnold come out of nowhere from the Jets. I mean,
Yeah,
out of the
like-
Jets, and look what he was able to do with them in one season.
Mhm.
So Murray, I mean, if he stays healthy, he has a good shot at having a good season with Minnesota.
I like Kyler. I think his only issues are injuries, and he's like Caleb Williams in a sense. Like, he's gonna make plays, and you're like, wow, but then he's also gonna try to make plays and fail, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's really the big thing with Kyler. But I think if he can just, when times get tough, throw it away or throw it up to 18, and he'll be fine.
He'll catch it. Yeah.
Moving on, we got the Saints at Baltimore. Like I said last time, I do think the Saints will be improved, but this is not a game where you'll see the improvements.
Not at all.
Especially with the Ravens defense, I think Shuck will struggle. I got the Ravens winning this game 38-14.
Yeah, I got it 34-14. Honestly, if Baltimore, if this game's even close, I would be disappointed in Baltimore. I feel like they have to come out firing, especially in games like this, to send a message, because their window's closing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
with their window closing and having an MVP caliber quarterback like Lamar, is he going to leave? Is he going to stay? I feel like they have to come out and attack, especially the AFC. I mean, it's okay right now, but we're seeing the decline of the Chiefs. We don't really have the team yet.
If they're gonna do it, this is the year to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
feel like they have to.
I agree with that too. Like you said, so many chances that Lamar Jackson's gonna have. And he's known for, obviously, in the season, he always typically has a good season. As long as he's healthy, he typically has like an MVP season. So I think he's gonna be motivated. He has a new head coach.
Yeah.
We've heard already some of the complaints about Harbaugh and the way he's, trained them and stuff like that in practices. So I think they're going to be looking forward to having, a new voice in there. So, easily see Baltimore winning this game, like you said, 30-14 or something like that.
And people make their jokes, but Lamar has made his improvements in the playoffs. In the Bills game, he played a near perfect second half.
Second half.
Yeah,
but-
I got to get something.
Second
Yeah.
half.
And
Yeah.
and last year, most like the second half of their season was like a playoff type of deal, because they couldn't really lose like that. And especially in the Steelers game, he played great.
Yeah.
I want to make a point and make a case for my guy, because I've been hearing way too much slander. Last year, he had his ups, he had his downs. This is probably Lamar's worst season.
It was
He was
prob-
inconsistent. He was injured.
He came early though. Like,
Yeah.
he was playing through it.
For sure. But that's what I'm getting to. They still should have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
If Tyler Loop doesn't miss that kick, who knows? Because I said if they make it in, they have a shot. Because when you have a team like that in a playoff setting, one, they have experience. Two, one game elimination, anything can happen. Record goes out the window. 2 years ago, we seen what he did until the starting tight end drops the ball. Years before that, we've seen Zay Flowers fumble, Lamar having to catch his own passes. All right, we're gonna stop disrespecting him. He's been better. We
And
just
in a year where they had the best run game in the league,
Yeah.
Harbaugh ran it like 6 times.
Yeah. He went away from it
Yeah.
when he should have kept running the ball.
Yep.
But I felt like, too, it wasn't really the offense that was the issue. It was the defense. Defense was just getting way too many points. And then Harbaugh
defense
just
has been
going
inconsistent.
away from what was working for them. And you got one
Yeah.
of the best running backs. Like, how you going to take the ball out of his hands
yeah.
at the pivotal moments?
I don't think it was that year.
Last year. At least during the Patriots game, I mean, they were running the ball pretty well
Yeah, I
against the
don't know why
Patriots,
he
and he
picked
just
him.
went
Yeah.
away from him second half. So,
Derrick Henry was killing me.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Lamar Jackson, he's going to get his numbers. And he has some decent wide receivers. He has his tight end still out there. So I mean, he's still gonna, as long as he's healthy, he's gonna have a good game. At least for week 2, he's gonna have a good season as long as he stays healthy.
Yep.
It's just what everybody else around him gonna do.
Moving on, we got the Eagles going to Tennessee.
Yeah. Do we even need to? Eagles all the way in this game. Yeah.
I'll take the Eagles 41-20.
You know, I like what Tennessee's building. They're not there yet, not close, but I like what they're building. With that being said, I have the Eagles 31-17. I think we're probably going to see a lot of Mekhi Lemon in that game, just to see what he's made of against a team. Obviously, that's not elite or close to it, but just to see what he's made of, see what he can do.
I think we see a lot of Saquon.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
I think we see a lot of Saquon in the second half.
And in that rookie receiver duo, I do think Lemon has the better game.
But
I
also-
think he does, but I don't think that that's his fault or Carnell Tate's fault.
Yeah.
Also too, like Tennessee this year obviously has a new head coach, who's a defensive mind head coach. So I think he's gonna come up with some things to confuse Eagles. Eagles, who's their offensive coordinator this year? Because aren't they like on their, every year they got a different
Pretty
offensive
much.
coordinator? So I mean, obviously you have Hurts.
Because, 1 year they'll fire their guy that was basically a terrorist. And
Yeah.
the next,
They
the
got
next year's
hired as
great.
head coach and stuff like
The
that.
next
So
OC will be great, but he gets a head coaching job. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like that type of like rotation.
So, and then, they got their wide receiver, Brown, that's no longer there. So,
I've heard good things from this OC though.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Moving on, we got the Browns going to Tampa Bay. This game, I think it'll be closer than many people think. I still have the Bucks winning. I'll say 27-20.
Honestly, I really think that it just comes down to who's at the helm for Cleveland. There's reports that Deshaun Watson's going to be
I
starting.
think he will.
I think so
Um,
too.
I hope so.
Not because they want to, but because of the contract.
Yeah, for sure. But I think he's going to do well with this. Is it a little biased? Maybe. Do I agree with what he did off the field? Not at all. But as a Clemson alum in bringing us a national championship, I'll always have love for Deshaun Watson on the football field. He's had a lot of injuries, obviously the suspension that's been keeping him sidelined and he can't really get in a rhythm. But I think this opportunity is really make or break for Deshaun Watson's career. Like, we've seen him at the top with him being a top 5 quarterback in his first couple years to now.
Yeah, if he doesn't do well, they'll bite the
Yeah.
contract.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I agree with that too. Cleveland, I mean, their defense was number one, like one of the top defenses last year. And obviously now they lost that defensive coordinator. Now, without Miles, off that defense as well, defense is going to be different. So, Browns, they're probably going to take another step back. The Browns, I never see them winning any any games. And their head coach, yeah,
yeah.
underwhelming, to say the least. So, yeah.
I'll go Bucks 28-17.
Moving on, we got the Steelers going to play the Patriots.
I mean,
Um,
we have to.
So,
I want us to.
Ramondre Stevenson, right? We're playing the Steelers.
We got
right?
to. I was
Yeah.
going to say, we have to beat them by 30.
This game is at home, right?
Surely you don't fumble the ball.
Again.
What, twice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, if we have that many turnovers again, I
Yeah.
might just write the Patriots off.
Especially, we had like 4 or 5 turnovers last
yeah,
year
I think
against
it's
them.
6. It was
Yeah.
either
I think
5
it
or
was 4.
6.
And we still almost were able to win that
Yeah.
game.
It
So,
was still a close
So
game.
it's a must win for
this
them.
should be a win.
Yeah. It's a must win.
A convincing win.
Yeah.
If we take care of the ball, that we should win. I'll say 28-13.
I was thinking 31-14.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
five
say about
5
30,
turnovers last
30,
year.
14. We should definitely win that game.
Yeah.
especially with this tough schedule. This is one of the should be a layup game for them, and it's a home game too. At that,
Yeah.
they can't keep turning the ball over like they did last year. So
I have too many Steelers fans in my ear bragging about that game when it really shouldn't even be something you brag about.
And that game didn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. They went to the playoffs and got slapped. So,
Just like they do every year.
yep.
yeah, and they haven't done much this offseason. I mean, you still got what, a 42-year-old.
I was gonna say the
QB.
only thing that we've heard about them this offseason was Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
finally hanging him up after this season.
Yeah,
That's about
They
it.
got Pittman too.
Yeah.
yeah, still.
I don't. It's just that pickup. It was a good pickup, but it kind of confused me.
Mhm.
Cause I feel like him and DK are both deep threat guys. Like I feel
I
like
think their run
Pittman
game will
is
be better too.
for
Not
sure,
saying much, but
but I think Pittman's a little more technically sound than DK at this point. But I think they're both. I mean, they're both big body receivers, deep threat, red zone targets, obviously. But I feel like they needed a different type of, like a Alex Pierce build type of guy, like a more
Yeah.
route runner type of guy. Not saying Alex Pierce specifically, but
I mean they could have gotten him. Just the Colts gave him JSN money.
yeah, they gave him
Yeah.
way too much money.
But also too, I think it's the beginning of the season. They too have a new head coach. It's gonna be a different system, especially after having Mike Tomlin for so many years. So now to have a different voice is gonna be different. The only person that's worked with him is
Rodgers,
Rodgers, and that's not. I mean, offense is probably gonna be moving a little bit better or whatever the case. But it's still early in the season, so there's still gonna be a lot of hiccups, I think. So it's gonna take them a little while for all of them to mesh and get on the same page, I think.
Moving on, we got the Panthers starting their annual sweep of Atlanta. Have been winning this game 31-10. I think this is one of those. I think Bryce Young will be more consistent this year, but I think this will be one of those games where he blows off.
Honestly, I got Atlanta. I think I'm trying to think.
This will be two, by the way.
I was gonna say Penix won't be starting. Hey, I'm not the lowest on Tua, but I think their weapons are just, they have so many weapons. Like Bijan can go out and get you 120. It's
Not in this game, I don't
it's
think.
really, I mean, they're definitely gonna stack the box. I still think Bijan's gonna eat. But I feel like, I mean, we say it every year.
I think in this game, the Falcons are going to have to lean more on the pass because
For sure.
the Panthers have a great run defense. I think that'll improve with Devin Lloyd.
I just think this has to be Kyle Pitts' breakout year. Though it's an every year thing. It has to be. Like,
this year 5 for him, right?
I believe
think
so.
I think it's
Yes, I believe so.
So-
Yeah, when you lead on the pass, that means most of the time you're looking at Drake London, who will be, I don't want to say taken out of the game, but he will be guarded well by J.C. Horn.
Who do you guys have as Atlanta starting QB?
I think it'll be Tua at the
Tua.
beginning of the year, but
Yeah, I think Penix will come in when
Yeah.
he's fully healthy, but I think Tua's gonna start.
So, yeah.
so unless Tua breaks out, which I don't think he will, they'll give it back to Penix.
Once he's healthy. Yeah, this one I think is a toss-up for me. Panthers, can they repeat what they did last season?
Well, I mean, what did they really do last season?
I
They
mean,
were 8-9.
still made it to the playoffs. And then towards the end of the season, that's when they started, winning more games and being able to make it to the playoffs. So can they continue that? Atlanta has a lot of weapons, and a new head coach too as well. So it's a toss-up for me for that game. I could see Atlanta easily winning that game too.
Moving on, we got the Raiders going to Los Angeles to play the Chargers.
If
I think
man,
I don't think this is gonna be a bad. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think the Chargers
I don't
win
either.
this game. I think it'll be. I think they'll win this game. I'll say 24-17.
honestly, this would be a Chargers type of loss.
It would be, but like, I think it's too early. in
I
the
was gonna
season
say, I
for those
think
Chargers
I
type of
think
losses.
the second time they play each
Yes.
other is gonna be the Chargers loss, but I think the Raiders will show flashes. Um, like I really like the Raiders. The Raiders defense is improved a lot. Especially with them getting Quay Walker and man, who was the other one they signed? But they signed two really good linebackers that I'm pretty high on. Mendoza's obviously not gonna start this game, but Genty, Brock Bowers. We'll see if Trey Tucker can be a sneaky good guy again. Jake Besh, like they have some decent. They have a decent roster. From going to the number 1 overall pick, I like what they did this offseason. Especially the Tyler Linderbaum signing, getting their O-line
Yeah.
right. I think the Chargers take this 28-21 in their next meeting. Their second meeting is when the Chargers lose.
I think Chargers win this game easily.
Easily.
Yeah, easily. I think Chargers gonna have a good season. They have their offensive line gonna be back. Herbert is a good, well, at least seasoned QB. They got a new OC, McDaniels. So I think they're gonna score. I think they're gonna be good. I can easily see them winning this by
Oh, I forgot
double
about
digit.
that. Yeah, this should be a blowout.
I could see
forgot
it
about
easy.
McDaniel.
Oh,
So offense gonna be
Me
different.
too.
The offensive
Yeah.
line gonna be a lot better.
too.
Herbert, I think he's gonna have a good season again
We'll
this
see
year.
if Quentin Johnston can have an
So-
early year Quentin Johnston performance
Which is
like
gonna
last
be.
year.
So this being a blowout, it's gonna make the second loss all the more surprising. Which is just such a Chargers thing to do.
Yeah, and Raiders is a young team, new
Mhm.
QB. I mean, who they're gonna? You guys have Cousins starting the season.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a bad game.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You know.
I think Kirk Cousins is gonna surprise people. I don't think Kirk's a bad. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. Is he a good one? Is he one that you want starting for your team long term? No,
In
but
past years he's had like great weapons. He had
for
he had,
sure.
Drake London and B. John Kyle Pitts last year. He still didn't do that well.
Yeah.
And on the Vikings, obviously, he had that team. This is not a team with an abundance of weapons outside of Bowers.
Yeah, they got Bowers. We'll see if GT can come into his own this season. But I feel like we've seen, especially early Kirk Cousins years, and even like when games where Justin Jefferson was out for Minnesota, we've seen Kirk still be able to piece things together. Like I don't think that they're gonna win or anything like that. But I think they can put up a decent amount of points. The Chargers defense, it's solid, but it's not like ridiculous. I think he could string together a couple drives. Not all of them being touchdowns, but I'll give them like 17 points to the Chargers 35 after remembering about all the signing and the McDaniel signing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got the Jaguars going to Denver. Last year, this was a blowout on the Jag side. That was very surprising to me last year.
Mhm.
It's obviously a different Denver team. I think Bo Nix will be back by at least week 2. I'm not sure if he'll be back week 1, but I think he'll be back by this point. And they have Waddle back. They have
Who's their backup?
a better offense.
Who's the
Jared
back?
Stidham.
Still Stidham.
Stidham. Yeah.
And I don't think we'll see as good of a year from the Jags this year, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, they said they had like they didn't do much to wow during the offseason with any pickups or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
And they lost Travis Etienne too.
yeah,
so.
That running back room is disgusting. to look
Abysmal.
at.
yeah, yeah. So
And they didn't even do anything to try and help it during the draft or anything.
Yeah.
Maybe they pick up Joe Mixon if he's still alive.
Yeah, I don't see. I think Jackson's gonna be one of the teams that may not even make the playoffs again this season. So I can see them losing this game.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
that-
Denver.
I'll take Denver 27-17.
Yeah,
I'll go 20-31.
I see a close game as well too. So like 21-14 type of game.
Moving on, got the Commanders playing the Cowboys.
Should be a good game.
I think the Cowboys defense will be improved. Jaden Daniel will be back, still no line, but I'll take the Cowboys 35-20.
Yeah, I think so
Commanders
too.
going to be able to put up points, but there's no way they can keep up with the Cowboys offense.
Who do they have as wide receivers?
Outside of Terry McLaurin, nobody.
Yeah, and even McCormick coming back after having a injury season. So And they lot-
pick.
yeah, they didn't re-sign Samuels. So yeah, I think they're gonna struggle scoring and keeping up with the Cowboys. So I see Cowboys winning that by double digits as well. So anywhere from like 30 to 14 type of game.
Yeah, I think Cowboys win it. Really, what I'm interested to see in this game, I'm interested to see how Sonny Styles does against an elite offense. I think he has a lot of potential as a linebacker. Obviously, you have to take everything with a grain of salt because it's not a one man thing.
Yeah.
Especially at the linebacker position, like it's not a corner where you can kind of zone into a matchup if it's man or a safety, see how they react to everything.
Yeah, if the defense gets killed, it's tough to see how well a singular linebacker.
yeah.
You have to kind of take the performance with a grain of salt.
Yeah, and you have to really like watch the game and kind of key in on
Yeah.
said linebacker. So I want to see how he does. I don't know. I think Cowboys are going to win this. I think it's going to be 31-17. I think Washington's. They're already regressing with a third-year quarterback. It's terrible.
And that team also has a new offensive coordinator as well. And it's the beginning of the season, so they're gonna struggle, I think, in the beginning.
Yep.
Moving on, we have the Dolphins going to Santa Clara. We've said what we have to say about the Dolphins.
Yep, and I needed them to be investigated for tanking.
It's gonna be another blowout. The 49ers should be healthy
Yeah.
because this is the beginning of the year. I'll take the 49ers to win 38-3.
as a strike to Miami until they get investigated from now on, and I believe I did this last episode. I'm going to say that they're going to lose 50-0 every single game because this is ridiculous. I mean, I like some of their players. I like A-Chain. I put my eggs into the Malik Willis basket when he got drafted.
It's unfortunate.
So I want him to do good, but
put him in a bad situation.
that team is.
He's gonna be the scapegoat.
Yeah,
They're
they
gonna-
put him in a bad
say,
situation.
sure.
Oh, he was terrible this year.
Yep, they're gonna
And-
blame it on Malik
Draft-
Willis.
Yeah, and it's not even him.
And it's gonna hurt his rep.
Yeah,
Even if
it's
he
not-
does
it's not
good
even him.
with the limited pieces that he has.
Yeah.
They're gonna draft Arch, which they're
No.
better off with Willis, honestly.
Yeah, he was a good
Yeah, we gotta see
QB
how
last
Arch-
season. So
You gotta see how Arch does.
yeah, Dolphins gonna lose pretty much almost every game this season. So
Yeah, they're probably looking to go 0-17.
yeah, this one's gonna be a blowout.
Yep.
And doesn't get much better. Next up, we got the Seahawks going to Arizona. This game's
Yeah.
been bad.
Another
You know,
horrible game to watch.
the Seahawks are gonna dominate,
I
but
think the Seahawks win 41-10.
I think they're gonna dominate. But I think, assuming Jacoby Brissett is actually like playing,
But even him,
I don't think he will.
yeah.
He's still.
he's
I hope
looking to
he's
get
not.
paid. He's looking to get paid.
I hope he stops this gimmick. He is not Lamar. Jacoby, I love you.
He's-
Patriots legend, you know.
He's looking to get paid.
Because it's still going.
I-
He still wants.
For sure, but there's no way this lasts, especially like week 1 maybe. Week 2
He got to be back.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, someone got to talk to him and tell him, bro,
Yeah,
you're not
somebody
that
gotta
guy.
humble him.
You're not that guy.
Somebody has to tell him they're a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Arizona can put up. That Seahawks defense is so
Nah.
good.
Yeah.
I'll say 14 points. Arizona has a lot of weapons, and I think in different games that's not versus a top 3 defense, they'll be able to really put up points, and it's gonna be who can outscore more than who can defend. I really like their offense, but in this game, yeah, you gotta go. I'll go 38-14.
'Cause At this point in the year, Josh Sweat is going to be on the team.
Defense is terrible.
Yeah.
They could use Pat Pete now. He'd be their slot guy for sure.
Yeah, Seahawks is going to kill this game.
Yeah.
So,
Moving on, we have the Colts going to Kansas City. Again, I think Mahomes will be back. I think he's going to play week 1, actually.
I hope he's not. You already know.
I think he'll be back, too.
For the Colts, Daniel Jones said he wants to play week 1, so he'll probably be back at the very least week 2. So this is going to be both teams at their full strength. I think the Chiefs win this game. I think they win a good game. I think it would be, I'll say 27-24.
Honestly,
so.
I,
About the
Close
closest
game.
game-winning field goal, I think.
I think the Chiefs split this series with the Colts, and I feel like the Chiefs lose
Split the series.
this game. Why did I say split the
Yeah.
series? They are not in the same division. But I think honestly think the Chiefs lose this game in a surprising one. I think it'll be one of the Chiefs like lower scoring, like we see it all the time. Chiefs low scoring first half, questions, comeback win at the end. But I just feel like this isn't going to be I think they're going to get close and just miss it. I think Colts start off decent and kind of get quote unquote
Kinda
shut
tight.
down towards the end of the game, but the Chiefs just don't have enough time. I feel like it could be a 27-24 kind of game.
I think Chiefs win this game 28-14 type of game. Defensively, I think Chiefs has a good defense. I think Colts, yeah, they lost Pittman, right?
Pittman,
So now they got the other wide receiver that they just
Mhm.
re-signed.
Yeah, they
But
got
even
their-
still,
they got their number one
I mean,
paid
yeah,
him
serious
Pittman's money.
Make sure that you win
Um,
July.
Yeah, Jones as well too. I don't even think he's worth that money as QB, but I still see the Chiefs still being able to beat them. So, got Chiefs in that game.
They still do have Tyler Warren though. I think he
Yep.
takes another step.
For sure.
Yeah.
And move.
This game might genuinely be 60 to 2 on a safety.
Next up, we have the Giants going to Los Angeles to play the Rams.
I mean, see, they predicted the move that we'll speak about later, but they predicted it, and that's why they drafted the old lineman over Caleb Downs.
See, while we're at the Rams, let's talk about that trade right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
No, gotta have a lot of respect for the Rams. Rams don't
Honestly,
care about their number one their first round draft picks. They show you that they're all in
Yep.
and they're looking to win. And if you really look at it,
Sent Jared versus the Gulag.
they could have easily won the Super Bowl this past,
I
because
had them winning. Yep.
yeah, because you really look at it, I think they're better than the Patriots,
Yeah.
hands down. And you see the
I
type of
think-
game they gave Seattle.
Yeah.
I think we would have put up a fight at least.
I think we
because
would have put up a fight because
Still,
their
we
defense.
probably
pass
would've-
rush isn't
I
that
was gonna say
crazy.
their defensive line isn't as crazy. I think that the Rams still do.
And their pass defense
win, though.
struggled against No, that was I think that was a Seahawks pass defense actually.
Even the Rams, like
But yeah, both pass defense struggled against like Greek quarterbacks.
I think the Rams. I think the reason that the Rams didn't win and Seattle beat them is because they just sat there and dropped back coverage because I believe Sam Darnold was somewhat injured. So when you're versing a quarterback, especially in a playoff game,
They
rushing
wanted
back,
him to-
Mhm.
They tried to make him beat them, which he did.
yeah, with an injured quarterback rushing back from injury to play in a playoff game, you have to send pressure, you have to send heat. They sat there in zone drop coverage. The Seahawks had weapons. They have talent, and Sam Darnold can make a open throw. When you're playing drop back coverage like that, it's only a matter of time before somebody gets open. You
Yeah.
have to send pressure at least sometimes, and they just didn't. They just dropped back all game, and that's why they got
Like
diced
with
up.
this Miles Garrett trade, like you forget that they also traded for McDuffie earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their defense
Yeah.
got a
They
lot
still
better.
have Kobe Turner and Breeden Fisk on that same line.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
If
Maybe.
we can talk about
Just
it.
maybe.
If Aaron Donald comes back,
I don't even think they need him to come back.
this
No, they don't.
They don't need
they
him to
don't
come
at
back.
all. I think that they are heavy Super Bowl favorites now.
They
They're
are.
my Super Bowl favorites.
I think
And
they are.
Like people talking about like the cap space with Aaron Donald coming back. He'd be doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah. And just to try to win another one,
He's not gonna
try to
ask
win another
for
one.
too much money to
Yeah,
come back.
I doubt.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it. But if he comes back,
He'll take the vets minimum to
Um,
to win another Super Bowl and ride off in the sunset again.
I am. Where do you guys think he'll be? Like, do you guys think that we will still see the Aaron Donald we seen when he left?
I think he'll
'Cause-
still be dominant.
Because
I think he'll be a top 10 no stack on the league.
he's the model of consistency. He's
Yeah.
been-
Yes.
He's still been training.
Yeah, he's been a Pro Bowl. Yeah, you'll see the workout videos, and he's still
He's
just
still in shape.
Yeah.
he's in
Still like he's
perfect
still training.
football shape.
Even his last season, he was all pro.
Yeah.
Honestly, call me crazy. He's been out the league for a couple of years. I'm not gonna say defensive player of the year candidate, but I will say he will be a Pro Bowler again.
Well, I mean, that's not difficult.
But honestly, he has all pro potential, and
Yes.
I mean, comeback player of the year it's virtually is.
No, that's Mahomes' award.
You think so?
I don't. I,
think he's
I-
gonna
He played that well to even win it. They love him.
But I feel like the storyline of Aaron Donald coming back, especially with the Rams being, assuming they're going to be as dominant as everybody thinks that they are,
Yeah.
if Aaron Donald, because you know he's going to cause destruction, he's going to force double teams, which you can't
You
do
can't yeah.
because Miles Garrett's there too.
Yeah.
And I think with that alone, even if he doesn't rack up all the stats that he would if he was just on the D line as the guy, which I think Miles Garrett will open up opportunities for him.
And forget Garrett. I think Fisk has a breakout year.
Yeah, I think Braden Fisk, especially if Aaron Donald comes back,
Yeah.
because he's gonna fly under the radar and be dominant like he was last year.
Yeah, honestly too. Like I think the Rams. They said the Rams was one of the teams that spent the least amount on their defense. They spent most of their money on the offense.
Mhm.
This offseason, you see how much they've invested into their defense,
Yep.
and that's the only thing that was holding them back from winning it all last season. So this year they're putting it all out there. They want to win another one.
And I think they have to do it this year because
Mhm.
you saw Drake London got extended.
Yep.
Puka's gonna cost a lot.
Yeah,
I think Stafford has 2 years. I
I
don't
think
think
so,
he has
too.
one. I think he has 2 years.
Yep.
I think if they
Um,
win a Super Bowl, he just calls it then.
I could see. I
think he's
can't
still
see
gonna be
that matter of
dominant.
fact because I feel like obviously winning a Super Bowl is the perfect ending. You know, this is the storybook ending.
Mhm.
But you have to. I feel like you have to think about it like if they bring that team back with how good their the defensive pickups that they made, on top of already having Puka, they have Tyler Higbee.
No, Devontae, I don't think he's gonna come back.
I think
He's been wanting to win a Super Bowl for so long. I think he will take that storybook ending. If not Stafford, then him for sure.
You think so?
I think he might.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like
Hmm.
there's gonna be conversations like we can run this back,
Why not? Yeah.
especially if Aaron Donald comes back,
Mhm.
and if he doesn't retire after 1 year, I feel like everybody stays.
Yeah.
Now, if he does, there's obviously Matthew Could, Devontae Could. If he comes back and he stays after 1 year,
Yeah.
Cause like
everybody.
even
does.
with the Puka extension, I feel like you have to have like conversations like, look at this team. We can go
That's
on
what
a
I'm saying.
run.
We can do it again.
And honestly, if
Yeah.
you still got McVay,
Yeah, McVay's.
if McVay stays, I think they all will stay
Yeah.
at least one more season
Yeah,
after this one.
My prediction for this game, the Giants are already having a civil war right now.
48-7.
They they're bringing in these receivers
Sad.
as if it's like 25
Sad.
teams.
Sad.
That's what I said. I said if they had this
Sad.
receiver core in 2019, they'd be
Sad.
amazing.
You bring in OBJ, you
Juju?
bring in Juju Smith.
Juju?
And Braxton Berrios.
Like,
Barrios, okay.
And,
He'll give you a
calendar
couple
year,
catches here or there.
2026.
and Malik Neighbors on
People are
top of
actually
that.
getting excited about it.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. I see, because I was
Juju?
like,
Nah.
okay, Odell's
I
coming
get
back.
OBJ because like it's the nostalgia factor, but why are you getting excited
No.
about a Juju?
Yeah.
I don't care about
I don't
OBJ
get
anymore. I was happy. I was like, okay, OBJ's going back to the Giants. I can't wait to watch. And then I seen that he's wearing number 3.
Yeah, Jalen Hyatt. What have you done?
He shouldn't have to pay you a dime. You should be getting cut. Get off. Take that jersey off. That is not yours. Yeah, but if
Why
he,
the hell did I wear in the first place?
if he wears number 3 going into the season, I'll be so disappointed. And all of this OBJ back in the Giants is not even gonna feel the same. He's not
Speaking
wearing
of
13.
which, I still haven't heard the report of Brock Purdy deciding to change his number. I need that to happen.
Yeah.
You need it to
Brock.
happen. Why?
Mike Evans needs 13.
Mike Evans has to wear
Al-
13.
Yeah.
Already seeing him in a different jersey is gonna be disgusting to see. If he is in a different jersey and a different jersey number,
You think guys really care that much about their numbers like that?
No, Mike Evans is a humble guy. I don't think he cares.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I can
Mike
see him
Evans-
Like
changing.
OBJ cares.
Yeah, Odell definitely.
Yeah, but
cares.
him being out of the league for so many seasons, like, I think now he's just happy to even be
I
on
think
a
he's gonna be
team.
quiet about it, but deep down, he's
You
like,
want that
I
number
think he's
back.
gonna. I think he's gonna say it in the locker room. I don't think that anybody in the locker room is gonna look to push it to reporters.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like there are guys that do care about their jersey number.
And honestly,
So-
at this point, I think he just wants to make the team. So
moving on. Actually, kind of flew under the radar because in the same day, Miles Garrett was traded, who I think is the best player in the NFL.
Yep.
But the Patriots finally got A.J. Brown.
Yep. What do
They
you?
did not get fleeced, as a lot of people are trying to say. They gave a first-round pick from next year and a fifth-round pick. I think we got a good deal.
I don't think it got fleeced. I mean, the first is kind of steep. I was hoping for a second, but I feel like with what he can do for our offense, it's fair. Like, obviously, me saying I wanted a second, that was
Cause like
ideal. That would have been us fleecing them. But I feel like a first, especially from 2028, that's a fair deal. Like,
Because we're still going to have our first for next year's draft, which is going to be a great draft.
honestly, look, as a Patriots fan my whole life, trade every first round pick that we have and that we get for the rest of time. We are so just bad with drafting in any round that's
Bill.
not.
but that was a
That's-
pass. Yeah, I was about to say that's a pass. This is a different
Even Bill
different
brought
group of
in
guys.
Gonzo.
He definitely brought in Gonzo, but I think that was more of a.
Then we bring in May, Will Campbell, which he had a
But
a good regular season.
But those two guys kind of just fell to you. I don't think they actually pushed.
I can't give them credit for Drake May
Yeah,
or
'cause they
Gonzo
just fell to them
because
at that number.
Gonzo, one, we needed a corner. 2, he was best available guy on the board, and 3, if we passed on him, like
We took 4.
he's just right, like yeah, he was just the guy. I feel like he was set in stone once we seen him drop to us. And Drake May, I mean, we needed a quarterback. Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams already got drafted. If we drafted J.J. McCarthy, I might have thrown up.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I really look at it like if they were number 2.
I don't know
He
what
wasn't.
the
He wasn't because he played. He won a national
Played in
championship, but it was Michigan and on the back of Donovan Edwards.
Yeah.
It was a run-heavy team. I don't know why they sat there and thought, yeah, let's draft him with pick 9.
Yeah.
Edwards went.
Yeah, he's
I
does
don't
he
know.
still exist?
But yeah, back to the trade. he's he's gonna do great. I think the attitude issues. I think those are gonna fix themselves because this is what he's wanted like his whole life. He's not gonna like try to like endanger that by acting out in the press.
I mean, I like the trade. Do I feel like they gave a lot for it though? The first is a lot though.
It is.
Especially when you have any other teams that were really pushing for him. They said, could they have done it for a second? They may have had to wait a little bit and not be able to get him exactly on June 1st. Would I have taken that? You know.
That was my hope. But
And the thing too with his whole knee, that's where my fear is. It's like, well, if he gives you a year, 2 years, okay, and then
He
after
don't have any
that,
problems.
well, right now they're saying he does. He has one knee problem where he had to get it drained a couple times. So, it could potentially be another problem. That's why they said Tennessee let him go. But we saw what he did for 4 years in Seattle. So clearly, but they're looking at his numbers and saying that his numbers are going down. But also too, that could also be because he wasn't getting along with Hurts and the head coach over there.
And then last year was for Tua.
Yeah, but them having now McVrabel, Vrabel now. So, I mean, I'm happy that they picked it. They know what they wanted. They went after it rather than sit there and wait for it. But
This
could they
guy's
have done
nice
it for
both
less than a
those years.
first?
Because obviously last year was Patula, but the prior year Saquon went for 2,000.
mhm.
Hurts didn't even have 3,000 passing yards. So
Yeah.
For
wasn't-
sure.
it wasn't really a passing year that year.
I mean, I don't think he's a long-term guy. I think 2 years, 3 years, and then go. I
Yeah.
feel like that's just the A.J. Brown experience.
Not to mention he's about to turn 30.
Like he's
He's about to turn
something
30.
like that. I think he was drafted in 2019,
Same time as,
2018, I believe.
Yeah, so I
Um,
think he's gonna turn 30 this year.
But yeah, the A.J. Brown experience, you deal with him for year one, all great things. Year two, great things, but you hear rumbles. Year three, you start to hear the nonsense and stuff like that. Year 4, year 5, that's when you got to move on because he's going to be a cancer to the locker room. Now, he's wanted to be a Patriot, but I feel like you do it once, okay, it's a system thing. Twice, like, it's not the system. 3 times, and that's just you.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he does it here. I hope not. But the way he handled the whole Eagles thing, I don't know if I can.
I don't think he forced his way out of the Titans.
I was gonna say I don't think he forced his way out of the Titans, but I don't think that he was completely down with the Titans either. Cause
You wouldn't at that point.
I mean for sure, but
I mean, those seasons he was with the Titans weren't too bad. It's
I
once
was
they
gonna say,
traded him,
they-
that's
It was like
when
at the end because they started trending down.
because they made they beat the Patriots. When they had him.
I think that last year they did have him. They lost the division to the Jags.
Yeah.
for sure. But I feel like with a team
Maybe
like
you're
that
fired,
and them
maybe.
also having Derrick Henry, them having a solid defense, and it's not like he just wasn't getting targets. Like
But also-
obviously was he A.J. Brown, the guy that we know now? No, but.
But also look
I
who
don't
was
know.
their QB there too. They didn't really
Yeah.
have a great QB in Tennessee. They did that all with Tannehill.
I was gonna say
So,
Ryan Tannehill was there.
Now you're giving him a QB that has accuracy and loves to throw the long balls. I mean, this season should be a good season for him. You
Yeah.
know.
So moving on, we're gonna talk about a bit of the
Conference
playoffs
finals.
as well as starting with Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. That was a great game to watch.
Yep. Very down to the wire. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? We're gonna give him the Harden treatment. I'm not even gonna say his name right now. We're gonna give him the Harden treatment. Shea. Look, everybody can talk bad about you. They can say that you have a good team. You did everything you could in that Game 7, and you have my respect for that. Towards the end of the game, they were just looking for you, and the Spurs realized that, and they just sent that double every single time. You know, you made some tough shots even still.
Yeah, respect to Shea. He played incredible.
You know, towards the end, the air ball and the misses, you know, those arms get dead tired.
A lot of the bench guys, they play great. And if they're the second option,
You know, what I was gonna
Gave
say,
them
when,
nothing.
when are we?
Gave them nothing.
Because he's getting the
second
Harden
option
treatment. So
dropped.
He
4
gave
points,
them.
don't-
He
don't worry.
gave them
And not even-
nothing.
Not even just that. It's not even like he had an incredibly inefficient game. He was scared.
Yeah, gave them absolutely
he
nothing.
shot the ball twice. All right, so you know what?
You shoot the ball twice as a second option. You're scared
You
of
ha-
one.
you
And
have
what's
as
the
many
crazy part
turnovers
is
as
you were playing at home.
Yeah.
Like, this was your home
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
And you know this is game 7. It's go home if you lose.
And it's not like
And
he's
he
a-
didn't show
You
up.
know what? You're a center. We can push aside the 4 points. You grab 4 rebounds
Yeah.
at 7 foot. So we can't even.
Honestly, I can't push.
There's no-
I can't even push the 4 points because he's a second option.
Yeah.
And you can't even say
You
because
can't defend
he's
anything.
he's a young player, yes, but he's already won a championship.
Yeah.
So that's out the window.
Yeah.
You went through the whole process. You went through everything that you needed to do as a basketball player to be in clutch situations.
So why are you scared? Why were you scared?
What is
for?
going on? You had 4 points, 4 rebounds,
Yeah.
0 assists. I believe he had 2 turnovers. Yep, he had 2 turnovers.
Mhm.
Like, what did you give them on the floor? And it's not like he just sat there and got benched. He played 33 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, my question is, what were you doing? Because he wasn't even guarding Wemby. He was sitting there scared, hiding behind Hartenstein. And when Hartenstein wasn't on the floor, oh, let's let J-Dub guard him.
There
Let's
was
let
a play-
Caruso guard him. Like,
There was a play where he was driving to the basket, and I was like, okay, he's finally being aggressive. Then he just falls down.
yeah. 'Cause
That's how OKC plays ball. I mean, they
Yeah, I
the
noticed.
fouls
a lot.
is a it's a problem. You
I
know.
noticed a lot. They did the stuff that the refs would normally reward during the season.
Yeah.
They did not reward them.
I said
About
it.
time.
I said it after the game. I said if the refs refed like that all series, the Spurs would have won in 5.
Yes.
Also, you know, I'm not to be a hater, but I am. Caruso, 3 for 14, 1 for 6 from 3. You love to see it. All right. I used to respect you, but how they got you now, honestly, call me crazy. He flops worse than Shea. Shea does it at a higher magnitude, but that's obviously because he has the ball more, and obviously some of those are actual fouls because he is, like him or not, he is an elite scorer.
Yeah.
And Caruso, no. I used to like Caruso. I didn't really like pay attention to him like that.
Yeah, I wasn't like all the other
Watching
guys.
this series, I didn't. He's an unlikable player. He's dirty.
Mhm.
There was a play. Castle's on a fast break. He doesn't even go for the ball. He just bear hugs him.
Mhm.
And
That's
there was
just.
no flagrant, by the way. There was no tech.
Oh, they don't.
Castle just went to the line.
Oh yeah, no. They don't call flagrants. They don't call techs on OKC
And
at all.
Watching that game 7, they basically did whatever they want to Castle. No call.
Yeah.
Well, game 7, you typically gotta let the guys play. You know, you don't want it to be
For sure.
determined by the
Yeah.
ref who's gonna make it to the finals. You know, so
Yep.
unless it's like real
And
blatant and you see it, they're
I
just
don't
gonna let
think
them
he's
play.
getting a lot of shine right now, but Julian Champagnie, he had a great series.
Yeah.
Especially over the last few games, he shot the ball well. He was a spark.
Yep. He just has to get consistent.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to think about.
But like, I think in the playoffs, you don't really need consistency like that. You need a guy that's gonna be able to
For sure.
break out in a game.
It's crazy to think about as he was on the Sixers and got cut in 2023. And you know who they cut him for? Good old Mac McClung, who I don't even believe he played. I'm not sure if he played a game, but I don't think he played 3 games for that team.
Wow.
And now we're seeing him now being a key piece to the Spurs when he comes on the floor.
And in the spirit of not letting people get away with anything. Now, he played great, obviously, in the Game 7, but Shea had a terrible game in Game 6, which was an elimination game.
Yeah, for sure. I just think the whole series, I think honestly he was probably the best player in the series. I mean, I wanna say Wemby. Wemby he's having the young hiccups that you would expect. Obviously, he's still having good games, solid games, but you could see there was 2-3 games where he's just not shooting the ball, kind of playing like a Scotty Barnes kind of role. When you're supposed to be the number one, you're supposed to be the guy. Obviously, they have good role players, so he can kind of do that more.
Yeah.
Scotty
But-
Barnes kind of a bad example because
but
he
you
had
wanna-
to be the scorer.
No, for sure, but
Cleveland series.
there's times where he, like
increment.
backs up and Scotty Barnes will just let them play ball.
Yeah.
And you kind of seen that with Wemby.
I also
in a
think
couple
too,
games this
Wemby is
series.
just. I think it's fatigue. I mean,
It
these
definitely
games
could
have
be.
taken out a lot of energy from
Yeah,
these
and
guys.
And the way that they play with him and how physical they play with him and
Yeah.
they look to ragdoll
And I
him.
think
So
you have to like give him a lot of minutes because Cornet minutes. He did play really well in Game 7.
You see
Yes,
what he
had
did
a-
in Game
That
7.
major block.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of changed the game. I think
yeah, that won them the game. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
if they hit that shot, you're talking. I don't know the exact situation, but I think you're talking them down 4 points with a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
It's a completely different
Because
game.
that was a 4-point swing right there. The
Yeah.
turnover.
Yeah.
If Cornette doesn't get that block, that's a bucket their way. And now OKC has momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Him getting that block completely shifted momentum, especially into the Castle. It was either a layup or a dunk, but the Castle bucket, that kind of stamped it, and it really forced OKC's hand. And then it was just it was Shea, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And Mitchell,
Yeah.
he actually kind of scared me at the end.
Mitchell.
He was.
No,
shooting
I don't believe it was AJ
insane.
Mitchell. I believe it was Case and Wallace.
Yes.
Case
it
and
was-
Wallace.
yeah.
I was just about to give a shout out to him. Case and
No,
Wallace
Mitchell
was.
didn't play. No.
Yeah, Case and Wallace was clutch in the end. I was looking like, is he really about to will them back? Cause after on the double, on Shea, they would just find him every time, and he was knocking it
And
down.
I
with
have
the
to
clutch.
say, I think it was Vassell breaking the unwritten rule. That was
That
so
was Vassell.
satisfying to watch.
It was so, because you could tell the OKC players were mad about it, and that's how the whole league feels with their. We're just playing how the game's supposed to be played gimmick, which is it's just a bad brand of basketball, and Shea has top 5, top 3 scores of all time potential. Obviously, if he keeps going,
Mhm.
but it's just hard to give him the props and give him the nod when
Yeah, and
you
like
see how much he goes to the free throw
I
line.
don't understand
Yeah.
it because like when you have like that's probably the most talented team in the league. They don't have to do that. They don't have to play like that.
Hmm
So I just don't get it.
That's why I didn't like that. That's the thing. I can't root for it. As skilled as he is, he doesn't have to play like that. And honestly, the team doesn't have to play like that. But when they do, it just makes it so hard to watch and makes them so unlikable that you just look away from the talent and just look at that since you see it so
I think
much.
specifically,
100%.
like,
Yeah.
The game that sealed that for me was like Game 5 of that series. That was borderline unwatchable.
Hard to watch.
Game 3, when we finished the podcast 2 weeks ago, I turned on the game. That second quarter was genuinely one of the worst brands of basketball I've seen. I didn't watch the second half, and I took Game 4 off. I'm being completely honest. I just couldn't watch it. It was terrible.
Moving on, we have the Knicks beating Spurs by 10 in Game 1 of the finals. That's a tough game to lose if you're the Spurs.
Yeah.
It's your first game at home. New York's a tough place to play.
Not to mention the Knicks was what they were
They were
resting
down,
for
like-
over what 9, 8, more than a week. So they had more
Mhm.
time to rest. So which also means they would have been coming out a lot more rustier than San Antonio. So San Antonio should have came out and won that game. That was an important game for them to win.
The Knicks were down like 13 at one point.
Yeah.
In the game.
What Knicks typically do, they keep finding a way to come back.
Mm.
And they had a horrible shooting.
They didn't really. Yeah, they didn't.
And they
play
still
well.
were able to come back. But it just looked like Wemby was just tired
Yeah,
at certain points of the
I'm-
game.
I feel like watching everybody switch up. That's the first point I'm gonna make. Watching everybody switch up from Spurs at 5, Spurs at 6 to now Knicks. It's just interesting to see how quick people are willing to switch up.
I had Spurs in 6 before the series started. I'm still.
I still,
Sticking
me
to
too.
it?
I still have Spurs in 6. That's the thing. I expected them to win. I expected the Knicks to win game 1.
Now I'm leaning
Just-
more towards 7, but I'll stick with 6.
I expected the Knicks to win game 1 just because when you get so much rest, like that's one of the most underrated things because obviously you're practicing, especially knowing that you have time that like you can practice hard but still get the quality rest you need than being, like on the road or having a series to play. But they got so much rest, like I just felt like I thought the Spurs were gonna get out early, but that fatigue, like you play a whole 7-game series, obviously like we said earlier, Wemby getting ragdolled and just being the guy on that team, having to play so many minutes and him playing both sides of the ball 110%, like you knew he was gonna die. Castle, like all
Yeah.
those guys.
I think Wemby had 42 minutes he played in this first
Yeah,
game.
so it's like I expected them to
But these home
to-
games
to
are
lose
must
game
wins
one.
though.
yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
38 minutes. Okay.
but
So yeah, these are must win games for them though.
yeah,
I mean, at
I
home.
think that they do take one in New York though. If they take one in New York, I think they're in good shape. If they take 2 in New York, then I think New York's just they're dead.
I don't know.
On
Knicks
the contrary, though, if Spurs lose game 2, it's the series is done.
is I would think so too. They have to win tonight.
I think tonight is.
It's a must win for San Antonio.
I
You
think
can't
they
go
have.
down
I
0-2
think they
going to
have
New
the
York.
more talented
Especially
roster though. They're
Spurs?
they're gonna play in New York, but the Knicks and the Spurs are polar opposites. The Knicks are models of being consistently inconsistent, and when I say that, I mean Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Like you know what you're gonna get from Jalen Brunson. This game 1, he was inefficient, but you're still gonna get 30.
Yeah, he took
You know,
about 30
Cat,
shots.
how he's been playing in his new role, like doing a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit of everything,
Playing some of the
scoring,
best basketball in his career. so-
scoring, rebounding, actually like being a facilitator and swinging the rock. You know what you're gonna get from him. Like obviously the point numbers are gonna be down, but the rebounds, the assists, they're gonna be up. But I
Like,
feel
this
like
cat, it reminds me of that early Timberwolves cat when he had an argument to be the best center in the league at the time.
yeah, he's definitely showing flashes how he was
Yeah.
before. But I think Mikal and OG need to be consistent this series. Like if not, I think that could really hurt the Knicks in the back end, just because we've seen the Spurs, like they won against the Thunder because they'd have 2 or 3 role players play really good, like every game.
Yeah.
And you know that that's what you're getting from the Spurs. So I feel like the Knicks have to kind of match that, and if they don't, it could get bad for them.
I don't know. You got to give Knicks some respect though. Knicks.
Oh, for sure.
I
They definitely
mean,
win
12
against San
games
Antonio.
straight to be
Yeah.
winning, and a lot of these games that they've won, they've come back from being down
Yup.
by a huge number. So
Yup.
they got a lot of weapons. So they definitely have a shot to win this. Though.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I hate to see it. I'm really hoping that the San Antonio can pull it
me
off
too.
and win it.
Me too.
But you really look at it, San Antonio is still very young. I mean, they're all in their 20s.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like it's a make or break year for the Knicks.
Yeah, I think another thing is people were so they were so critical of like the Knicks, and they really just thought the Knicks were dead in the water no matter who they played in OKC and San Antonio. But when they're consistent and when they're actually like when OG's playing well, when Mikal's playing well, when Jalen Brunson's actually like not just scoring and he's facilitating, when they're actually playing well and playing all together, like they're one of the best, if not the best team in basketball. it's only inconsistency. So if they can be consistent, like they really have a shot to win it. I have the Spurs in 6, but I have it all close games that could really go either way.
Yeah.
I don't think there's gonna be many blowouts in this series.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
De'Aaron Fox. We are not letting
Oh
him get away
man,
with that.
not at all, not at all.
But also too, he's not playing 100%.
He's
He's-
making
For sure.
He's trying to.
$230 million a year, and he dropped 7 points in game 1.
Yeah.
Um,
He had an off game.
And
yeah.
he's being guarded by
He's
Jalen Conson.
he's hurting himself because with him already being out with that injury, obviously you can't really do anything when you're hurt.
Yeah.
But it gave the Spurs a chance to really see Dylan Harper, and since he shined, like
And even since he's been back, he hasn't.
yeah, I was gonna say even when he's been back, Dylan Harper still shined. Like
And I don't think they rushed him back because
He's-
you see what Dylan Harper's been doing.
yeah,
They
Yeah, but-
haven't really had a reason to rush him back.
like I feel like he's kind of playing himself out of that, and I feel like
He just doesn't look 100%. to me.
the Spurs, that is too, because usually De'Aaron's a quick twitch, like faster
He just looks slower.
guard, but he's not
I don't know who'd be willing to take on the contract.
he's not
but
changing speeds like
Spurs
that.
could definitely look to trade him this offseason.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs just look to go back in with the team that they had because I mean, obviously they're in the finals, win or lose.
Mhm.
Like they have the roster.
And they're still
to
very
win.
young.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. But if they are looking to make a move, De'Aaron's obviously the guy. He's the most expendable guy on the team.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll see. He doesn't. It doesn't seem like they rushed him back, but it seems like he kind of rushed himself back.
He looks
Because
like
he-
he's
he
just
doesn't
scared
look-
at times.
He
you know?
doesn't look like the quick twitch, change speeds.
No,
Yeah.
he looks like he's just
Kinda
afraid to
guard.
hurt himself all over again.
Yeah,
Especially in the last series, he looked like he was just trying to make sure he didn't, fall a certain way on his knee, on his leg and stuff like that. So he looks like he's just plain scared at times.
yeah.
Have you guys heard about Austin Reeves? Like I forgot the exact amount, but he's holding the Lakers hostage for an amount of money that he nowhere near deserves.
Isn't he gonna be a free agent?
Yep.
Yeah.
And frankly, no matter how much he's asking for, I think the Lakers should try to move on from him.
Seek a massive max contract extension,
Yeah.
which reports indicated a desire for 5 years, $240
Yeah,
million deal.
Definitely not worth
Okay, so we got a young Jacoby Brissett in the NBA. All right, look, Austin
Definitely
Reeves,
not
you
worth
you just aren't worth that. The thing is,
You can't give that amount of money to a playoff dropper.
they
And that's
always
exactly what he is.
it. Yeah.
the Lakers always have these guys that come around out of nowhere, make a name for themselves. Like before Reeves, it was Caruso. Like they always have those random guys that come out, and since they're in LA, a big market,
Kuzma,
they get to
Randall.
they
And
get to
crazy-
they
the
get to
crazy
push
part is
themselves.
He'll probably get a crazy contract though. Definitely not that amount.
Yeah,
But it's just the league now. These guys that you think shouldn't get paid what they're getting paid
For
are
sure.
getting it now.
yeah.
I think
So-
because he's asking for that amount of money, the Lakers will
I don't
will
see
give you
him.
this instead, and it's still massively overpaying him, but he'll take it.
I don't. Honestly and truly, I don't see him staying a Laker.
I don't think he should.
Because for the Lakers, right, LeBron's not coming back. In my eyes, LeBron's not coming back.
No.
So if you
I
don't
think he'll stay in
have,
the league, but he's not coming back.
yeah, for sure.
Really.
But
Hmm.
with LeBron accepting his role into the Swiss Army knife kind of guy instead of having to be the guy, the facilitator on top of the score and like turn all that off and on. Now he's, I mean, he still doesn't play much defense, but he's focusing a little bit more on defense, giving a little bit more effort. When he has the ball in his hand, now he's looking to make a play for his teammates on top of himself more than just himself and then his teammates after. I think with them losing that, I don't see a reason in having him and Luka as a backcourt with like what would their lineup look like? Luca, Reeves.
Yeah, I think they should like.
Obviously they have like draft and free agent and stuff, but they wouldn't have much cap signing Reeves to that. Basically just be taking up LeBron's money.
Realistically, I think they should let LeBron and Reeves walk, and re, then rework around to building the team around Luka.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
sadly, it's gonna be another another couple years of Luca just being by himself.
Quick question though: if Lakers are willing to keep his son, do you think LeBron will stay with the Lakers?
No,
Because honestly speaking,
I
his
think-
son, you think his son can get a? I mean, he wants his son
I
to
think-
still be in the league.
I think
So
he's
who
gone.
else is gonna pick him up?
I think he's gone, and his son is.
His son may
I
just
think
be out of the
Bronny,
league
like-
as well.
I think Bronny's like done enough in the sparing time he has. Like the Lakers might still be willing to keep him.
I don't know.
Think so?
I don't see, because I don't know if the Lakers will keep him, but if you tell the Cavs or you tell the Warriors, okay, you can get LeBron, you sign Bronny to a 1 year, 2 year where he makes $3 million, $4 million, $5 million a year. I think they accept that. They do what the Lakers did. Keep him in the G League. Let him hoop in the G League. Bring him up sometimes. Just to, obviously, like, he plays good in the G League, but he just needs more NBA reps. So you bring him up sometimes, give him NBA reps, bring him back down, bring him up, and just do it like that and see how he progresses. And then once LeBron leaves your team or he's out the league, then we see where Bronny is as a player. And if he's not there, then he's just out the league. But I mean, with his name alone, he'll get a contract
I don't
somewhere.
think he's an out the league talent. I think he's a guy that like
I think he can
once he
play.
gets to
Once he gets his feet
once he
wet.
gets to his peak. I don't think his peak is gonna be like an all-star or anything, but I think he can average a solid.
He could be a good
13,
role player.
14 a game, and
Yeah.
he gives you good defense.
In the NBA league?
Yeah.
Not now, but
I was like, I don't
But-
think
Well,
so,
not
man.
yet, not yet.
yeah,
I
not
was like,
yet.
I don't think
but
so.
you give him. I feel like, especially I doubt. I doubt LeBron goes to the Warriors, but if LeBron goes to the Warriors, they don't have the depth. Like, I can see him being a bench guy for the Warriors because they don't have depth. Like, they just need players at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
So
definitely don't see him going to
it-
Golden State either.
If he can,
Yeah.
yeah, me neither. But I'm saying, because those are rumors, obviously, him and Curry. I doubt it happens. But if that was to happen, if you give Bronny 8-10 minutes a game, just as a bench guy to get him reps in the NBA, by the end of the season, you'll see legit, like, real progression.
Yeah, I think so.
And then if you see enough progression, you're like, okay, well, he could be solid in the next couple of years with more NBA minutes.
Even if Warriors don't keep him, I'm sure another team
Somebody
seeing that
will.
progression would.
Or take a
would
shot on
pick
him.
up.
Just because even without, like, even if he's not a starter or a sixth man type of guy, even if he's the eighth, ninth man on the rotation, the jersey sales that you're gonna get just because of
Yeah.
who LeBron is, and Bronny being the son of LeBron, the jersey sales that you're gonna get
I think-
already is.
I hope Bronny's already gotten in his head like he needs to, I hope he's already gotten in his head that like
Stop comparing.
I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be my dad.
Don't-
I'm
don't
never gonna
compare
live up
yourself.
to that. I just need to be the kind of player that I know I can be.
hmm yeah, like, you know,
And the same goes for Bryce whenever he gets drafted.
yeah.
Yeah.
Though I think Bryce is actually like a real. Not saying that Bronny wasn't a real prospect, but I think Bryce is
Yeah.
A little
the
bit
better of the two.
Yeah.
Like, he has more of the LeBron build, and I think that he's just shows more flashes
I think so,
than
too.
Bronny did.
Yeah.
I just think LeBron really messed up his kids, and a lot of players mess up their kids with putting them on these God squads, like putting them with the top 10 guys in high school. Like, they're not gonna be the guy.
Yeah.
You might as well get him to be the guy like Gilbert Arenas. We see with Elijah, like, he was the guy in high school getting doubled, tripled, so he's already gonna be used to that. So when he sees one guy, he's like, I've been bursting doubles and triples my whole life. Now I got one guy on me. and we seen obviously he had the tragic accident, but
Yeah.
I think this second year he's gonna be a lot better. Or if he goes to the draft, shoot, I would be fine if we scooped him up in the second round.
Well, that's where we're gonna end things off. Stay tuned next time. We're gonna talk about week 3, some more playoffs, and I think by that point maybe the Packers will have traded for Josh Sweat. That's been a heavy rumor around.